Hello, my dear Nigerian farmers. Welcome back to Lamlat Agro Stores, where we sell quality agricultural inputs like seeds, fertilizer, and agricultural chemicals to improve your productivity as a farmer. On today's episode, we are going to be looking at the efficient way by which we can make use of fertilizer to improve our yield to have a bumper harvest on our farm. It will surprise you that so many farmers end up using fertilizer, and at the end of the day, they find out that their yield is not increasing significantly. So on today's episode, I'm going to be showing you four important things you must take note of and you must follow if you want fertilizer to work magic for you as a farmer. First and foremost, before we go into the video, I want us all to understand that fertilizer is just like food. Just like food is to human, fertilizer is like food to our crop for them to produce bountifully. So in today's video, I will be showing you the best way by which you can handle fertilizer, apply fertilizer, and you will not end up wasting your fertilizer, and you ensure that the fertilizer is working magic for you. The number one thing on my list I will be telling you about, which is one of the four principles you have to follow whenever you are applying fertilizer, is that you have to apply at the right time. When I talk about the right time of application, we are talking about the right developmental stages of your crop. Now, each crop have their developmental stages, and you want to apply at that time when the crop needs nutrients the most. If you apply, for example, if you apply fertilizer maybe after tasseling or after milking in maize, for example, that fertilizer will not be having any meaningful impact and will not be having any positive impact on your yield. So you have to know the right developmental stage of the crop you are growing and apply at that developmental time, the most important time. Another thing about applying at the right time is that you don't want to apply your fertilizer when the rain is very, very imminent. If you know definitely the weather condition is showing sign that it will rain very soon, or it will rain very, very soon after you apply your fertilizer, it is advised that you don't apply your fertilizer at that time. And particularly when you are dealing with granular fertilizer, it is very, very advisable that you apply immediately. Maybe it has rained yesterday night, you apply this morning. You apply when the soil is still moist, so that the fertilizer will be dissolved. Fertilizer are like salt, so when they don't have moisture in the soil, they will not dissolve. Instead, they will absorb water and they will cause more havoc to your crop. The next thing we want to talk about is applying the right source, the right type of fertilizer. Each type of crop have their own different type of nutrients they require the most. We have some crops that have more requirement for nitrogen. We have some crops that have more requirement for potassium, while we have some other crops that have more requirements for potassium. So you have to know what nutrients your crop require the most. This will guide you in choosing the right type of fertilizer you will be using for your crop, so that you not end up using fertilizer that is meant for crops like maize. You not end up giving it to tomato, or you don't end up giving fertilizer meant for tomato, you're giving it to oil palm. You have to know the right source, apply the right source, apply the right type of fertilizer. The next principle you have to follow when you want the fertilizer to work magic for you is to make sure you are applying the right dosage, the right rate. You are applying at the right rate. And before you can do this successfully, you must know the fertilizer requirement of your crop and also know the nutrient capacity or the nutrient status of your soil, so as to have a kind of balance, so that you are not applying too much. If you are applying too much, it will increase your cost of production, and possibly some of this fertilizer will be wasting into the environment, will be washed away. And if you are applying too less, the crop on your farm will not be getting the required nutrition, the required nutrient for them to produce maximally for you. So you have to know what is the status of your soil in terms of nutrients, and what is the requirement of your crop for you to have a kind of balance, and for you to know the right quantity of fertilizer you'll be giving to your crop. And lastly but not the least, you have to make sure you are applying at the right place. This is most important, and that is why we have different type of fertilizer application. We have the broadcasting method, we have the side placement, we have the ring placement. This different type of fertilizer application is not just there for nothing. There are some crops that you must use broadcasting method because their spacing is very, very close. So you cannot be using side placement in that way. You are advised to use broadcasting. An example of this kind of crop are rice and vegetable, because they are planted in a very, very very close margin. And also we have side placement like maize. You have to do your side placement, and that is how you apply fertilizer for your maize, for example. And the range method, this when we are talking about the tree crop, are mostly applied using ring method. So if you follow these four principles, you are applying at the right time, you are applying the right type, you are applying the right rate, the right quantity, and you are applying at the right place. I want to assure you that you'll be smiling to the bank, and your crop will perform optimally and give you a bumper harvest. With this, I've come to the end of today's topic, and I hope you've gotten value one way or the other. If you actually got value from this video, kindly give it a like, share with your friends, and also you can reach out to us on the number showing on your screen to have access to quality seed, quality fertilizer, and quality agricultural chemicals. We are located at kilometer 26, Abuja Kefi Road, and we do nationwide delivery. Thank you for your time, and see you on the next one. Sheshe.